So I have $5,000 and I want to try day trading. Can I do it by trading options? Day trading has always been a little out of reach for me as I'm living in Singapore and I was schooling. I needed to sleep and I wasn't able to trade. But now that I have graduated, I decided to challenge myself to day trading for a month and to see how it goes. And if it's possible, could you make a full-time living through day trading? How am I getting started? The goal is to make approximately $100 each day using a variation of the 15-minute breakout strategy. I will only be trading on the 0-day to expiration options on the S&P 500, more specifically the SPX. The reason for this is the high liquidity and the large price. It's one of the only few options that has daily options. Most of the trades that I'll be entering are credit spreads. The spreads will be about 50 points wide, which means I will need about $5,000 in capital for this trade to work. Now, why a credit spread? Most people think that stock prices only moves in two ways, up or down, but in reality, it actually moves in 5 different ways. It can go sideways, it can go up slowly, it can go down slowly, and it can go up really fast, and it can go down really fast. So what a credit spread allows me to do is to be able to profit in 4 of these 5 scenarios, where as long as price doesn't move against me too fast, I would become profitable. And with that, let's jump into week 1. So today was my first day trading and it was super sloppy. I did not study the charts enough to get a feel of the market. I traded without confirmation and I didn't even follow the plan that I set out. My first trade was 25 minutes after the market opened. I entered the moment I saw the market breaking through the 15-minute range, and I didn't wait for confirmation. This led to a quick reversal and I quickly got stopped out. The first day was a failure, and this is where most people may give up. But thankfully, I sat down, I journaled my thoughts, and realized that this could have been avoided. So I decided to stick to my rules and stop after this one trade. And so I ended the first day with a negative $100. So now it's day 2 and I decided to follow my rules that I have set with no deviations. I did my daily entry checklist, which consists of checking for major economic news, major company earnings report, and other economic news. I drew my supply and demand zones, and I made a commitment to use my strategies. Now I entered in just over an hour later after the market opened, following my exact strategy, selling a call credit spread for $1.50. Initially, price moved against me and I started to get a little nervous, but it eventually reversed and I got out and made a total of $110 that day, bringing my total profits now to $10. Over the next few days, I did the exact same thing and I basically won all the trades, nothing too special. However, I did not trade on Thursday as there was a major news event that day, and following my rules, I decided not to trade. Selling options during those days is really risky, especially when it's 0-day to expiration option. So to end the week, I made a total of $225, which felt incredible. So let's try again next week. So it's week 2, and after having my first winning week, I felt incredible and the sloppy nature reared its head again. And so I went in on the first day without following my strategy and I decided to try out an iron condor. Now, if you're not familiar with an iron condor, it is an option strategy that allows me to make some money as long as price stays within a certain range. But when price moves out of it, you can lose quite a lot of money. But I was lucky and won that trade. Even though I didn't have an edge, I still felt that I could outsmart the market. Somehow, the next 2 days were also winners. No strategy, no edge, no nothing, but pure dumb luck and confidence. And so I ended day 8 with a profit of $570. But this is when all the trouble starts. So day 9 to 10, these were wake-up call moments. Day 6, 7, and 8 had me thinking that I was a genius who could master credit spreads but also take full advantage of iron condors, and this led me to open trades without calculating my stop losses correctly. I was too confident considering knowing that I have won 7 trades in a row, I was so sure that I wouldn't lose. And just like that, I broke all my rules. I did not check that Apple was reporting its earnings that day, which made the market really choppy, and it dove downwards really quickly, destroying my iron condor. And in most normal circumstances, I would be fine, but being lazy, I did not set my stop losses properly. And this led me to the biggest loss that I had in the entire month. I lost $362, which wiped out 60% of all my gains. And the worst part was that this was preventable, but because I did not follow my own rules, I nearly lost double of what I initially wanted to risk. And that brought my total profit down to $208. And that was quite a hard lesson to swallow. It's day 11, I got up, got ready, and thought that the previous day was a fluke. I mean, it was probably an accident, right? I had 7 winning trades in a row, so if I lost one, I'm probably going to win 7 times in a row again. What's the deal? And with that confidence, I did not do my daily checks. And I did not take into account how the market sentiment had shifted after Apple reported its earnings. And I lost another $230 that day. This brought me down into the red. So I am now down $22 from when I first started. I felt so stupid thinking that just because I found a couple of good strategies to swing trade, that I suddenly thought I could be a great day trader, you know. And I had to reflect. And thankfully, I journaled everything the past 2 weeks, and I decided to review each trade and understand why certain trades would work and why certain trades would not. Day 12 to 15, I am basically starting from ground zero again, in fact, ground negative $22, and so I knew I had to be more disciplined. I needed to be precise. I couldn't make any more stupid mistakes. I had to cut my losses early when I see it happens, and for the rest of the week, I followed my checklist diligently. Soon, I started to find my edge again, and the rest of the week was mixed with some winners and losers, but the losses were small. I was stopping out and cutting the losses early, bringing in a total of $401 and bringing up my profits to $379. Starting in week 4, I continued to document my mistakes and learn from it, and slowly refined my strategy. I kept the rest of the week positive and brought in a total of $227. So, with that, I ended off the month with a grand total of $696 in profit. Now, to put that into perspective, that is almost a 13.9% gain in 1 month. And if I can replicate that result, I would double my money in 7 months. But let's be real here. I live in Singapore, and during this month, my sleep suffered a lot as I was trading from 9:30 p.m. to 3 a.m. But I still had to get up every morning to work on projects and work with clients, which basically meant that I had no free time. Day trading is really not an easy life, but I can see why people are drawn to it. But personally, for me, I don't think I will become a full-time day trader, as the inconsistency of income is way too much for me to handle, and my capital is also a little too small at the moment. But I do know that at least for now, I have the skill sets required to day trade, and I might maybe continue this for another month. So if you'd like to see how a normal, non-professional person like myself day trades, subscribe and press the notification bell, and comment down below if you would like me to do more of these videos as well.